Hello students, today we will learn the next illustration number 5 from the chapter Assessment of Cooperative Society. See the question. Following are the details of our income of a cooperative society for the previous year 2019-20. Calculate the tax liability of the society for the assessment year 2020-21. Under that, income from processing the agricultural produce of its member without aid of power rupees 5,500, income from business rupees 4,000, income from fishing and allied activities rupees 3,500, income from house property rupees 2,500, interest on securities gross value rupees 2,000. So with this information we have to compute the total income of a cooperative society, and also we have to calculate the tax liability of the society for the assessment year 2020-21. So the information given are the income of a previous year 2019-20. So with this information we have to compute the total income as well as tax liability for the assessment year 2020-21. Now see the question. Income from processing the agricultural produce of its member without the aid of power. So this is a processing the agricultural produce is a business. So the income what he received from this processing the agricultural produce of its member is a business income. We have to take under the head section 28 business income. Again, for this income he can claim, the cooperative society can claim deduction under section 80P. So if this processing is done with the use of power, then no deduction can be claimed. So here this is a processing agricultural produce is done without the aid of power, without the use of power. So then we can claim deduction under section 80P for this 5,500. So two treatment. One is we have to take under the head section 28 business income. Again we have to claim deduction under section 80P. Next, income from business rupees 4,000. So this is a business income from business. So business income we have to take under the head section 28 business income 4,000. Again we can claim deduction under section 80P, that is income from other business. So this is a income from business, other business. He can cooperative society can claim deduction for this 4,000 under section 80P. Next, income from fishing and allied activities rupees 3,500. So this is the income from business, fishing and allied activity. From the fishing and allied activity, here cooperative society has earned income. So this is a business income, and again 80P deduction can be claimed. Next, income from house property rupees 2,500. So this is the income we have to take under the head section 22 under the head income from house property. So here they have given direct value. Income from house property 2,500. Suppose if they give rent received from house property, then we have to provide standard deduction at 30%. Next, so once we have to take income from house property, once we have to take under the head section 22 income from house property 2,500. Again under section 80P we can claim deduction for the income from house property income only if GTA of a cooperative society is less than 20,000, then we can claim deduction for the income from house property. Similarly, interest on securities. This is the income we have to write under the head income from other source. So interest on security, interest income is a income from other source, not from the any other above heads of income. It is the income from other source. So we have to take under the head section 56 interest on securities 2,000. So for these two income we can claim deduction under section 80P only if GTA is less than 20,000. So now we will calculate the solution. So now write the heading computation of total income of a cooperative society for the assessment year 2020-21. So draw 3 column, particulars and 2 amount column. Under that first section is section 22 income from house property. Now see the question, is there any income from house property? Yes, there is a income from house property, that is rupees 2,500. So we can take directly income from house property 2,500. So if in the question if they give rent received from house property, then we have to calculate the standard deduction and we have to find the final income from house property. Next section is income from business or a business income. So under business income we have income from processing the agricultural produce. So this is a business income, 5,500 we have to take. Then income from business rupees 4,000. So this is a business income, 4,000 we have to take. Then income from fishing and allied activities also one of a business income. So these three income we have to take. This is a house property, this is the other source. So three income we have to write under the. So write one by one. Income from processing the agricultural produce without aid of power rupees 5,500. Income from business rupees 4,000. Income from fishing and allied activities rupees 3,500. So total it comes to 13,000. Next section is section 45, capital gain. So here in this question there is no capital gain is given. So nil. Capital gain will be nil here. Next section 56, that is income from other source. Under the income from other source we have here interest on securities, that is rupees 2,000. So interest on securities we have to take under the head income from other source, that is 2,000 rupees. So there is no other income. So now total the various heads of income. So we will get gross total income is 17,500. Now we have to provide the deductions under section 80. So here there is no other deduction, but we have only ATP deduction, that is relating to income of a cooperative society. So here we have to take one by one about the income of cooperative society, what we taken in this taxable income. So we have to take one by one. So here we have first one is income from house property 2,500. So if GTA is less than 20,000, then we can claim deduction for the property income and interest on securities. If GTA is less than 20,000, we can claim deduction for the property income, house property income, as well as interest on securities. So here in this question, GTA is less than 20,000, that is 17,500 is a GTA. So when in the question, when in the solution GTA is less than 20,000, then we can claim deduction for house property income 2,500 and interest on securities 2,000 under ATP we can take here. So that is first one is income from house property we have to take rupees 2,500. Next income eligible for ATP deduction is income from processing and agricultural produce. So 5,000 can be deductible. Income from other business, here maximum 50,000 we can take. So 4,000 deductible. Income from fishing and allied activities 3,500 is given. So this is also deductible. Then in under capital gain not given. Next interest on securities we have. So this is also deductible under section ATP because the total income is GTA is less than 20,000. GTA is less than 20,000. So we can deduct the deductions for the interest on securities and property income under ATP. So now write one by one. Income from cooperative society, under that house property income 2,500. Then income from processing agricultural produce 5,500, income from other business 4,000, income from fishing and allied activities 3,500 and interest on securities 2,000. So total 17,500 is deductible here. So the total income it comes to nil. There is no taxable total income. When there is no total income, then tax liability of a cooperative society also nil. There is no income to calculate the tax, so tax liability also nil. So one more notice, if GTA does not exceed 20,000, if GTA does not exceed 20,000, so here GTA is less than 20,000, then house property income and interest on securities are deductible under section ATP. So here we have taken property income 2,500 and interest on securities 2,000 is mainly the reason is GTA is less than 20,000, or else if GTA is more than 20,000 we can't claim property income and 2,000 under section ATP. Understood? So here total income is nil, so tax liability also nil. Next illustration number 6, see the question. From the following information, calculate the liability of a cooperative society for the assessment year 2020-21. Under that, income from marketing of the agricultural produce grown by its member rupees 75,000, income from cottage industry rupees 1,50,000, income from purchase and supply of agricultural implements to its members rupees 65,000, income from house property rupees 20,000, Profit and gains from other business rupees 1 lakh. Interest from other cooperative societies gross value rupees 15,000. Interest on government securities rupees 25,000. Dividend from another cooperative society rupees 10,000. Compute total income and its tax liability. So here with this information we have to compute the total income and tax liability. So with the following information, calculate the liability is nothing but tax liability of a cooperative society for the assessment year 2020-21. Now see the question. Income from marketing of the agricultural produce grown by its members. So income from marketing of agricultural produce is nothing but business income of a cooperative society. So we have to take under the head business income, that is section 28, rupees 75,000. Income from marketing agricultural produce, here once we have to take under the head section 28 business income. Again we can claim reduction under section 80P, because so this is one of item we can claim under section 80P. Second one is income from cottage industry rupees 1,50,000. So this is also one of a business income, and again for this income we can claim reduction under section 80P. Next, income from purchase and supply of agricultural implements to its members rupees 65,000. So this is the income from business. So this income from purchase and supply of agricultural implements. So this is a business income of a cooperative society. So we have to take under the head business income. Again we can claim reduction for this under section 80P. Next, income from house property 20,000. So this is the income we have to take under the head section 22, income from house property. So directly given, we can take directly, and deduction under section 80P is eligible only if GTA is less than 20,000. Next, profit and gain from other business rupees 1 lakh is given. So here we have to take this income as a business income under section 28, full value 1 lakh we have to take. Again for this profit from other business or a gain from other business or income from other business, we can claim reduction under section 80P, that is also maximum 50,000, because this is a cooperative society, not a consumer cooperative society. So 50,000 reduction can be claimed. Next, interest from other cooperative society. Interest income is the income from other source. So we have to take under the head other source, section 56, 15,000. Again this is the income from cooperative society, can claim reduction under section 80P. Interest on government security. So the interest income we can take under the head, it is taxable under the head section 56, income from other source. Again we can claim reduction under section 80P only if GTA is less than 20,000. Next, dividend from another cooperative society 10,000. So dividend income is taxable under the head income from other source, that is 10,000 we have to take taxable. If it is dividend from Indian company or shares Indian bank, then it is exempted. If dividend is from cooperative society, then it is taxable under the head income from other source, and again we can claim reduction under section 80P because it is a dividend from cooperative society. So this is a illustration you have to work out by yourself. Homework for you. Try to work out.